Hello, everybody. How are you? Good to see everyone again. If you don't know me, my name is Melissa, and this is my channel about all things cross-stitch my life. And I am going to be stitching for about an hour tonight live as I just kind of wind down for the evening before bedtime. So tonight I am continuing the stitch that I've been doing all week. And this is called Elephant Baby by Ursula Michael. I am stitching this for the daughter of one of my cousins. The daughter is now 3, so, I probably should get this done one of these days. Really cute little piece. It was a full kit, so it's on 14 count Aida, and this is how far I'm on it right now. I am focusing on the elephant itself because that really is the biggest motif of the entire piece. And once I get through that, it's essentially the rest of it is like just border. It's all just those little rings. So yeah, I've gotten a little bit more done since I logged off last night. I had a stitching thing with my with the Tudor Sampler Guild this evening and got a nice amount of work done on it during those couple of hours. And I'm just gonna do another hour and hopefully get a little bit more done while I'm hanging out with you tonight. Let me just double check something. Oh, okay, so that light is on all the way. There we go. I just feel like my lighting in here is a little bit darker. Let me turn that light on. That's a little bit better. All right, so I see Michelle is here. Hello, how are you doing this evening? Are you stitching or are you just hanging out? What are you up to? Let me get my glasses on since I am, dealing with eyes that are in their 50s now. So I unfortunately am now destined to have readers on all the time when I stitch, which I don't necessarily like, but life comes to us all, right? So it's a very nice evening tonight. It's pretty warm, and for those of you who are in the US, hopefully you have clear skies tonight because there is a lunar eclipse this evening. It has started. I think the peak is in about an hour and a half, I believe. So here it'll be just after midnight. It's partly cloudy here, so I may take a peek before I go to bed, but I'm not expecting to see much because it's been pretty cloudy all day today. But it's actually a nice evening, and the crickets are out in force tonight. It's very chirpy outside. Let's see. All right, so that's my third of that one. So next row, I've got 1, 2, 3, 5 at that level. Okay. Yep, it's been a pretty good day. Today was one of my commute days, so I was up in Boston for the day. And then, like, almost right when I got home, I logged on to do my guild stitch along, and then took a little bit of a break, and I'm back here with you guys. I finished City on Fire by Dawn Winslow today on audiobook. If you are into stories like The Godfather or Goodfellas, the mob, it may be right up your alley. It's about the Italian and Irish mobs here in Providence, in Rhode Island, Some of the locations are fictional, but it is kind of fun to be, listening to a book and like knowing exactly where they're describing, even if it's fictional, you know exactly what they're talking about. That's just kind of fun. But very, very good. It's part of a trilogy, so I have already immediately checked out the second novel from my library, and I'm pretty sure as soon as I'm done with that one, I'll be starting the third. So definitely books to recommend. And then once I'm done with that, we'll see where we're at, because who knows, by that time, maybe I'll be able to reclaim part of my library again. We shall see. But I'm definitely looking forward to the weekend. It's going to be kind of a weird one because we've been so busy this week prepping to get our house on the market. And tomorrow evening we have photos being taken here, and then the listing's going to go up, and then we have our first open house on Thursday if all goes well. And they're doing it on a Thursday because they want to do just a brief one before the Labor Day weekend, because Labor Day, sales tend to be at least open houses tend to be a little quiet since people are off doing holiday weekend stuff. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we'll get some interest and get this house sold and move on to new places and new things. In the meantime, I'm hoping to have a little bit of relaxation time this weekend because we've done a great amount of cleaning. So I am hoping to get a nice amount of stitching done on Saturday, and I definitely will be here on Sunday to do my normal streams. And Monday will be the end of a video day August. I can't believe it's almost the end of August already. And then I was reminded this evening on my Tudor Rose stitch group that Sampler September starts next Tuesday. Some people are starting new samplers. I will not be starting anything new, but I conveniently do have samplers in my current active pile. So I will be focused on samplers for all of September. Let me see if I can get this video down just a bit more and get it closer. That's the wrong one. I feel like maybe it's partially because I'm a little high here. So get this down here. Okay, that's a little better. You can see my stitching a little bit better there. It just does seem really dark, but we'll do the best we can. can't believe it's almost September. I feel like, I mean, we've been so busy, I haven't gone to the beach or anything at all this summer. I kind of just feel like it's been the year without a summer for me. But I can always still get it'll be an out-of-state pass next year, but I can always get a pass to the beach again next year. In fact, I don't know how much. I'm going to take a quick break here of stitching and see how much a pass to the Rhode Island beaches is for non-residents, because I definitely do want to go to the beach next year. Let's see. No, it doesn't tell me how much it'll be. Well, maybe because they have it knocked off now since it's almost Labor Day. But the Rhode Island state beaches for in-state have been very reasonable. It's been like $30 for the entire season for parking. So I'm imagining out of state, I'm going to assume it's double. So even $60 for the summer is not all that bad, considering how expensive it can get to park there. All right, is this foot? Oh yeah, this foot goes quite a bit further down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. It's fun to see where like the elephant is starting to take some semblance of shape. But it's funny here, going into sampler September, and it's like, oh, I would love to be able to start something, but conveniently, all of my stuff is packed, and I can't access. It's not accessible right now, so that's okay. I got plenty to work on. And honestly, I need another start. Like I need a hole in the head because so many whips. I also cannot wait to get my nails redone tomorrow. I haven't had them done since I had my weekend up in at the hotel, which now will be 3 weeks ago. And my nails are not super long, but they're starting to feel funny. So it's time to get them replaced. And I prefer to have short nails anyway, and especially my pinkies are starting to feel very long. Okay, so I have 5 there, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So I'm just going to do a 3. So we also had, pardon me as I scoot my footrest up here. We had folks come to clean up the yard a little bit today, and they were a bit over ambitious with cleanup and pretty much cut down just about everything on the side of our house, which looks really weird. It needed to be done, honestly, although it's so strange to see it so bare. And I'm hoping it's not too bare for selling the house, but we'll get feedback, and if I need to get a few like annual plants to make it look prettier for selling, so be it. We'll do that over Labor Day weekend. But yeah, my husband got home and he was like, "Whoa, they really hacked stuff back," and they did. But it had gotten pretty out of control, so I have a feeling they kind of had to. Things were definitely getting a bit overgrown, but oh, it looks so empty now. Along with like the rest of the house, I feel honestly a little bit confused about where I live right now, because everything's just so empty. Oh, I didn't mean to be completely off camera there. Oh. I am hoping that by Sunday I can have this, even with the very light amount of stitching that I've been doing just because of how crazy things have been. I am hoping that I can have this elephant motif wrapped up by the end of my sprints on Sunday. That's the goal. if I can get through the elephant, yeah, the rest of this is not going to be that bad at all. So, which would be awesome. So there's that row. And the next one is going to match it. Ooh. I am quite tired tonight, so I apologize if I'm kind of not as chatty as I normally am. Our roommate is, I think, doing some laundry or something in the other room, milling around in the kitchen. Doo, doo, doo. Yeah, it's about time to finish this thread because it's getting a little ratty. Okay, so we'll flip this over. All right. Next thread. Okay. Ooh. I just managed to pull all of another color off of my skein thing. That's talent. Okay, let's get you. Oh, I ripped it. That's not good. No, I'll put it there for now. I was a little worried about that. Unfortunately, I don't think I have any floss cards still out. Maybe I can find some. Maybe I do still have some in a drawer somewhere, because I haven't emptied all the drawers in my office yet. Hey, Matt. it would feel really, really good to get all of these feet done on the pattern tonight. There's only 3 of them visible. So this is the last one, but it's also the biggest one of the 3. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. For a moment, I thought I was stitching with the wrong color, but no, it's just the trick of the light. Okay, I'm safe. Of course, now I'm starting to feel super sleepy. Oh, of course. That's okay. I will finish this foot, if nothing else, because it will be a nice spot to wrap up on, since it's the end of, the rows on this toe. Oops. I do apologize, by the way, if you hear like the whirring sound. It's kind of humid in here tonight, so I do have my fan running. I have a feeling it's picking up right on the microphone. But It's like just warm and muggy enough that if I don't have it on, I'm going to be sweating in here. And my house does not have central AC. So, and I do rely on fans a lot more. And even our new house is dependent right now on window air conditioning units. And it's a relatively new house. But that's New England for you. It wasn't as common here to have central AC installed until much more recently. So I did mention to my husband that, since it doesn't have central AC, we probably should look into investing in those ductless mini splits for our house next year. This is, of course, me talking as if everything is going to go to plan and we're going to definitely get this house. So, but yeah, we're going to have to think about that next year. Yeah. And now there's a fly in the room. It's funny, this is like the first year. Usually I have at least a cricket that's physically in my office chirping away. And this is like the first year that I haven't had one. They're all outside. Let me get that untangled. Yeah, I'm super happy with how much I've been able to get done on this week. It's going to be a nice boost up in where it is. I definitely do think I'm going to be able to get this elephant mostly done by the weekend. And that would be awesome, honestly. All right, let's see. How many rows of this do I have? 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay. So 2 more of that length. What are you up to, Luke? One of my cats is yelling here. Yeah, looks like he's pouncing shadows. Okay. Well, that's how it goes. Oh shoot, did I screw that up? Yeah, it's an easy fix. Okay, so I have those two. Yeah, I just need to add a stitch here to make that 2 rows. Easy fix. Okay. And then I come right back down here and continue. One sec, I've got a text message coming in here. Yeah, okay. So many things happening with this house move. It's like, oof. And yes, we're getting text messages at 11 o'clock at night on our house. Oof. I'm telling you, I've already planned like Thanksgiving this year. Other than making supper, I am planning on doing absolutely nothing. I am going to be in my jammies all weekend, setting up my craft room and doing nothing else. And even if we wind up moving in mid to late October, I actually won't have a lot of my craft room set up before Thanksgiving because October and November are my retreat season. So I'll have, I've got Stitch New England at the beginning of October before we move. And then I have Cranberry Gathering the first weekend of November. So that would be like right after we move. And then I have Stitching at the Farm on the 3rd weekend in November. So I will be in and out of the house a whole heck of a lot. And then, of course, digitally, there's Jingle Ball in the beginning of December. So I have a lot of crafty stuff coming up. But I'll have a brand new room to be able to set up the way I want it. And that probably is going to be a Thanksgiving weekend and or Jingle Ball weekend project for me. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is going to be my final one of this, correct? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay. Which is good because I am just about ready to play floss chicken. Yep, I figured. All right, let me bury the end of that bit of floss. Okay. I thought I had floss out. I guess I don't. I thought I had a piece for this. Well, you know how floss goes. I'll probably like find it attached to me when I go up to bed. Because that's what floss does. Okay. Well, sorry about that. I always love it when I have like, 10 stitches or so to do. Like if I could only get it to go just a little bit better, but nope, nope, nope. Come on. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And then we're going to get these last 4 in. Oh, and actually, since it's right there, I'm going to put in, and since I have the floss already, one of the circles like this is actually right behind the foot of this elephant. So since the floss is already here, I'm going to get that elephant foot, or that ring in underneath the elephant foot. It just makes sense since I'm already here. Okay, so now I'm just going to skip one thread and get this ring in. So this ring that I'm putting in now is just part of the actual border, because this ring has like bubbles basically. Okay, so 4. And now, since I'll be traveling, I'm going to alternate, and I will do 1 stitch at a time. Okay, so look at this. Climb this ring here. Oops. Well, of course I got the good classic nest. Oh, did you get out? Oh, yay, you got out. Okay. Okay. One, 2, 1. Okay. So that's a 1. Doing 4. that's right. Okay. Momentary panic. There's like, crap. Did I screw things up? Nope, nope, I didn't. I'm fine. I don't like how that's sitting though. Okay. Once I have these last couple of stitches in, that's going to be it for me for tonight. I am definitely starting to fade. Okay. And that is where I am going to end up for tonight. But so it's been a good productive night on this. Tomorrow night I will be on again. I'm probably going to be on a little bit earlier than I am tonight. My guess is I'll probably, well, we'll see. I don't know if I'll be stitching tomorrow night. I may actually do it more as a reading and or writing night. But I will post something up on my page tomorrow once I know what my schedule is, especially with the photographs of the house and whatnot. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, thanks for joining me tonight, and I will see you tomorrow. Until then, have a good night, everybody. Take care. Good night. Bye.